what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Thursday, March 30th edition of Good Morning Vail. This is a live shot of Lion's Head first thing this morning, and we're just waiting for that sun to make its way out and to peek from behind those clouds first thing, but then we will see a little bit of a storm front moving in later, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great 2-hour show of Good Morning Vail for you first thing this morning. Now let's talk about some of the great national holidays that you can get out there and celebrate today. The first one being National Pencil Day. So if you're someone who likes to write, like all of my notes are handwritten, well, I used a pen this morning, but get out there and use some pencils. It's also National Virtual Vacation Day. So maybe if you're starting to feel a little worn down, maybe you're ready for the ski season, or just for things to slow down in general, well then today's a great day to take a virtual vacation. It's also National Take a Walk in the Park Day, and we're expecting to see those warmer temperatures a little bit later on in the afternoon, and so maybe you could get out there before the snow starts flying and take a walk in your local park. Now we've got a great show in store for you for the next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail. We've got some great businesses to introduce you to, some great nonprofits, and some great things that you're going to want to participate in, so make sure that you stay tuned for the full next 2 hours of Good Morning Vail. Of course, we're going to be bringing you a look at that local weather forecast and that resort report to talk about what's taking place up on our mountains right now. But let's talk about some of the great activities that you can get out there and participate in. Now, if you've got any kids at home from the ages 0 to 6, well then you can enjoy family story time at the Eagle Valley Library District today. It's happening in multiple of their locations, and so you can go to their website for more information. Now, one of them is taking place at the Eagle Family Library starting at 10 a.m. this morning. So ages 0 through 6. This is a great family story time. Everyone can be included, and it's just a great way for maybe you to get out there and meet some people. So make sure that you check that out. Now, if you love jewelry like everyone loves jewelry, well then you can make your way over to Squash Blossom today for a single stone trunk show and permanent jewelry. That's right, I said permanent jewelry. If you've not seen this yet, it is a trend that is kind of sweeping the nation right now, taking these beautiful pieces and turning them into permanent pieces. So make sure that you go check that out, and this is a really cool event that they're doing and something that they just started doing over the course of the last couple of years. And so if you have not done it yet, well then we highly recommend that you get over there to do so today. Now, if you're looking for something a little more fun to do later tonight, well then you should make your way over to VMS, Vail Mountain School, because they are presenting Footloose, and this is going to be a 3-day show that you can participate in all weekend long. So if you can't make it tonight, well then you can go on Friday or Saturday as well. You can see online to buy your tickets right here. You'll just go to the VMS website. Shows start at 6:30, and it's going to be a ton of fun to see these kids up on the stage and just having a blast with such a classic that we all know and love, which is Footloose. Now, if you're looking for some giggles tonight, well then make your way up to the Vail Performing Arts Center. There's still tickets available, and you can go to vailpac.org. That way you can see the full lineup of activities, information, and tickets that are still available. But they always bring in some really great comedians, and so tonight is part of their comedy festival. So make sure that you go online right now, you buy your tickets, and you continue to look at their lineup of events. It's such a wonderful venue located right under the ice skating rink in Beaver Creek. There's not a bad seat in the house with just over 530 seats. You'll love any experience that you have there. Now, if you're looking for something else to do tonight, we were talking a lot about authors yesterday with Carrie May from the Eagle Valley Library District, but tonight at CMC there's an author meet and greet and signing for the wonderful author of Women of the Light. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, well, then you can make your way to the CMC's website. You can see all of their great events and activities, but you can also go meet this absolutely incredible author of this fantastic book and just kind of get some more information, and also maybe pick her brain if you've read the book and you have questions, because I know I always have questions at the end of my books because I want to know what goes on after the book ends. I'm always curious on what's next for all the characters. So if you're interested, you can go do that tonight at CMC. Now, something else that you can get out there and do if you would like to listen to some live music, enjoy some great cocktails, well, then you can make your way over to Chasing Rabbits because they are doing their jazz night. Now, it's a trio band taking place tonight, and so if that's something that you're interested in, well, then you can go see Tina Mark's trio tonight, like I said, at Moon Rabbits. And this is just a fun way to get out there, see everything that's happening, enjoy some great cocktails, and see one of our newest establishments for our nightlife here in Vail. But they've also got a fantastic restaurant, so if you have yet to check that out, then we highly recommend that you do so. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. Like I said, we will see those temperatures warm up into the mid-40s. 32 degrees first thing this morning, the warm before the storm, with that chance of precipitation, that 60% chance of precipitation, and those warmer temperatures taking place with all these spring-like conditions, then it is going to be a nice wintry mix this afternoon, and especially until those temperatures start to cool down. Partly cloudy skies first thing this morning, so if you are getting out there, be prepared for that. You might see that sun peek out. Now, we are expecting to see winds come out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour, so definitely a slight breeze rolling through. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see those partly cloudy skies taking place first thing this morning, approaching as we go into this afternoon, and then we will see that cloud coverage increase and that chance of precipitation take place. A few snow showers are likely into the earlier afternoon, and then that's going to continue overnight tonight. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver definitely nice and warm, 68 degrees, beautiful sunshine there, maybe a little bit of cloud coverage. 44 degrees in Vail with a 60% chance of precipitation, 45 in Avon, 60% chance of moisture, 48 in Eagle with a 60% chance of precipitation as well. So if you are getting out on this I-70 corridor and anywhere here in Eagle County, just give yourself that extra travel time, and especially if you are traveling later into this evening. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 17 degrees is our overnight low, 70% chance of precipitation throughout the course of tonight. Now, snow showers are likely. That sun is setting just a little bit later, though, right now. 7:28 p.m. is when we're going to see that set. Wind shifting directions coming out of the west at 15 to 20 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening. And then, of course, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, continued snow showers tomorrow, 70% chance of moisture. 33 degrees is our high, but then by the weekend, we've got that storm front making its way out, that high pressure system making its way in, bringing us that beautiful sunshine on Saturday with a high of 46, high of 47 degrees on Sunday. Mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy skies as we approach Monday with a high of 48 degrees. So if you are getting out there this weekend, make sure that you're bringing your sunscreen. But then by Tuesday, we're expected to see increased chance of snow showers. So just be prepared for all of the wintry weather that we still have coming our way. Now let's take a look and see what's happening up on our resorts.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Now let's take a look at what's going on up on our mountains right now. If you're getting out there to ski or ride, there's quite a bit of activity still happening, like we just were talking about up on Beaver Creek Mountain. You can go check out the Villar Performing Arts Center, which is absolutely incredible out there, but then again, you can get out there and participate in all of their wonderful mountain activities. No new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. That season total is still at 308 inches with a 58-inch base depth. Now, if you are getting out there to enjoy the mountain, you can start your day at 8:30 a.m. and you can continue to do so until 4 p.m. 25 lifts are open, 163 trails are open, and 98% of the terrain up on Beaver Creek Mountain is open today. Now, if you are going to get out there, maybe early into the afternoon before we start to see that storm front roll in. We'll then go up to Mamie's deck and enjoy some live music that's taking place today, and it is beautiful up there. They've got such great views, and it's such a fun place to be. Now, as we make our way over to Vail Mountain, no new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. That season total is at 322 inches with a 74-inch base depth. Now, if you are getting out there to ski or ride, you can start your morning at 8:30 a.m., and you can continue to do so until 4 p.m. Now, as we take a look to see what terrain is open, 33 lifts are open, 275 trails are open, and 100% of the terrain is still open up on Vail Mountain. I feel like our snowpack from this year is so incredible that we have so much terrain still available, and we're about to approach April. April is here on Saturday, and we still have 100% of the terrain to ride up on Vail Mountain, 98% on Beaver Creek Mountain, so it's a great time to get out there and enjoy all of our spring skiing. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this resort report this morning. If you need to change the wax on your skis or board based on the temperature of the snow that we're now seeing, well then make your way over to Sun and Ski Sports and get everything nice and taken care of. They're located right here in the heart of Avon. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, something that we do here is we really like to highlight our local athletes, and that's in the high school sports level. And so there's so many great things taking place right now between Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley and VMS. And so we like to keep you kind of in the know. And the best way for us to do so is with a segment that we like to do here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And it's called the Scoreboard, where we have the opportunity to chat with some of the great local athletes here in our school community. And so we're going to introduce you to the Scoreboard and its very own host, Ben Roof, right now.
Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof, here to tell you about our Valley's fantastic local sports. Today, we're talking about girls lacrosse. Both Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley played home games this past Tuesday, with Battle Mountain facing off against challenging opponent Green Mountain, who are the defending state champions. They came out pretty strong in the first half, but unfortunately the cold started to slow them down a bit towards the second, allowing Green Mountain to take home the victory 17-6. Eagle Valley, on the other hand, managed to score a big victory against mountain rival Summit. The Devils came out strong from the very beginning, managing to maintain possession for the majority of the game. They pulled ahead quick, finishing with a 24-8 victory against Summit. We spoke to the coach a bit about the challenges facing the team as they wrap up the winter season and really kick off spring. Well, we're here in the Scoreboard with Jenna Randall, coach of the Eagle Valley varsity girls lacrosse team, and you guys just won a big victory against Summit. How did the girls play today?
Very well. We've had a lot of practices and we've put in a lot of time and we've had a lot of bad weather, and I'm happy to see it pay off. We finally have several of our girls who haven't been able to play due to various injuries back, and as you can tell, it's made a big difference on the field, and we're just happy to get one after our last couple hard losses.
Certainly was a big win. It was 20-6 at the end there?
5-8, but yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Kind of lost track. You guys just kept putting them away.
Yep. It was a good confidence builder for the girls. We have JV players and varsity players that kind of play both games just due to numbers and them kind of being in between. So it's nice to have a positive kind of memory and confidence booster game, especially with the weather too.
Totally makes sense. The weather's been a bit challenging in the last couple of weeks. I would imagine it's been putting a damper on practices too. Could you tell me about how you guys been working around with the snow?
We share our main gym, and then we have an aux gym with all the other spring sports. So it's kind of, we get the gym for an hour, boys lacrosse might get it for an hour, and then we practice in the upper fields as much as we can. So we've kind of weathered through a lot of 20-degree practices, but the snow in the last week or so has made it a little bit more difficult. So just kind of being resourceful and doing more, I guess, skills work and less field work, and, you know, hoping that shows, which I think in our passing and stuff tonight, it definitely has worked out very well for us.
You definitely did. So could you tell me a little bit about how the team's shaping up this season and kind of what you guys are looking like compared to seasons in the past?
Yeah, this is my first year with Eagle Valley, but I've coached club up here for a bit, and we had a really strong freshman class, and the club girls that I've coached in the past kind of split between here and Battle Mountain, so it's really fun to see them just for that reason, because they all know each other. It's obviously a small valley, but it's a smaller lacrosse world here too. So we're just trying to find that balance between the incoming talent and then kind of the leadership that has been here for the last couple years and has been playing, has the respect kind of the other girls. So it's meshing it all together, but overall we have a lot of talent.
That totally makes sense. Well, it seems like you guys have been off to a little bit of a rough start there, but it's good to see things have been starting to get underway.
Yep.
It was definitely wonderful to watch the camaraderie between both your team and the Battle Mountain team at the end of the game. Does that camaraderie seem to translate throughout the rest of your team too? And is there anything you're doing as the coach to kind of really help build that team?
Yeah, I mean, we have the, I guess, pleasure of living in a place where everyone kind of knows everyone, especially if you play in a sport that's a little bit more unique like lacrosse. So helping some of our newer players, so this is their first year ever, we've used some of our older players or more experienced players to kind of help teach skills and just help teach overall lacrosse IQ things that may not be picked up as easily. And then we still, at the end of the season, going into the summer. I would say at least half of my girls go back into club season. I think most of Battle Mountain's girls go back into club season. So it's a good separation, but they all kind of come back to be each other's teammates and kind of work together. And half of them or so want to play in college, so it's a good mixture of kind of what people want for their future compared to people just doing it for fun, so it keeps it balanced, especially for mixing in the newer players.
Thank you so much, Coach Randall, for taking the time to talk to us, and best of luck in your upcoming game against Montrose. That's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on The Scoreboard.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our heated lounge cars. View snow-capped mountains. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate après-Avon Beer Festival. Back in Avon, April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. Featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp. Plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT Bustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We love getting the opportunity to highlight so many of the incredible things that we do here at TV8. And so you can always catch so many great programs, from the little segments like the Scoreboard to Scoreboard Nation to Good Day Vail to Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. Now, if you are someone who struggles to be motivated to cook at home and you don't quite know how to perfect that recipe, well, she does a great job of giving us simple, delicious, and healthy recipes that you can make for everyone in the family and that they should love. And so we're going to give you a little sneak peek into Tracy Miller doing some chicken cooking. But if you're interested in catching Colorful Cooking as an entire episode, well, then you can tune in Monday through Friday at noon on Xfinity Channel 92, or you can stream it on our website. And always check out our YouTube channel. But let's introduce you to Tracy Miller right now.
You're watching Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I'm a huge fan of chicken, actually. That's about my favorite protein, and I eat it most of the time. So what we're gonna do is super season it, like lots of salt and pepper over every little part of your chicken breast. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, coat it. I have my oven at 350 degrees, and I'm going to turn this up a little tiny bit because I turned it down, you know, because of that whole summertime heat thing. And what happens when you have your hot pan, you put 2 cold chicken breasts in it, the pan automatically gets a little bit cooler. So crank it up a little bit when you're about to put your chicken in. We're going to put that raw chicken breast right in there. You can kind of hear the sizzle. I wish we had a little more sizzle, but that was my fault. I was just talking too much. Okay, so there we go. We have the chicken seasoned on one side, but with every good protein, you need to season it on every single side. Now, I'm pretty specific about my seasoning. I like every single bite to have a little salt and pepper. Okay, I'm gonna crank it up a little bit. We're gonna sear each side of the chicken, and then we're gonna put it in the oven at 350 degrees. This is a method that you can do on the grill as well. So if you're grilling and you have your grill really hot, fiery hot, you put your chicken on, you sear it up, you flip your chicken over, and you sear it up again. Then you can either put it in a cast iron pan or a baking sheet and finish it in the oven. This is a trick a lot of chefs use when they're mass producing. Like if I'm cooking filet mignon for 20 people, I will sear it up and then I'll let it cool, and then I'll pop it in the oven right before it's time to eat for about 15 minutes, and it gets to a perfect medium rare temperature. So this is a nice method. Okay, so you want to get a nice sear, a nice color on both sides of your chicken breast. And then we're going to let that sear up for a few more minutes. I'm going to pop it in the oven, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get our Colorado sweet corn out. I just actually cleaned all this corn up. Look at all that stuff hanging off of there. You want to cook it pretty quickly, and then you want to cool it down for this salad. So what I'm going to do is pop this chicken in the oven at 350 degrees, and we're going to finish baking it that way. So it's kind of off the stove. It's going to cook to perfection, and then we're going to have a nice chicken breast, lean and delicious, that we can enjoy. So I'm going to put this in the oven. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, corn salad is on its way. Welcome back to Colorful Cooking. I am Tracy Miller, and we've got some chicken in the oven, and we're also making a corn salad today. It's a really nice, light summertime dinner. To complete the meal, first of all, we have our fresh corn, which here in Colorado, we've got some good corn. So I'm just going to pop that in the boiling water, and I'm literally going to boil that for probably about 2 or 3 minutes. Everybody overcooks their corn. You don't need to cook corn very long to keep that nice little pop that corn has. I also have some fingerling potatoes, which I am a huge potato fan. They fill me up. They're pretty basic and easy to make. So what I've done is I've boiled the potatoes in water, and then I've sliced them. Now I have some olive oil in my pan, and I'm just going to fry them up just a little bit. You can also bake them in the oven if you want to. That just gives them a little bit of a crispiness that's going to make them really delicious and decadent. And of course, we are going to season these with a lot of salt and pepper. And veggies are so good and healthy for you. They have a lot of water in them, but they also need a lot of seasoning. So we're going to get those kind of flat on the pan. Notice how I have them spread out. Whenever you're cooking anything in your pan, you want to spread it out. Give everything a lot of space to get the heat around. That's the same if you're doing something in the oven, if you're doing something on a baking sheet. Don't clump it all together. Give it some space so that everything can get some heat around it, and it can all get nice and crispy and cook really well. So what I have is parsley and cilantro right here, and I forgot my brand new knife, so I have to use a knife here in the kitchen. But I'm just going to try to mince this up really nicely. Not sure my knife is going to cooperate with that because, you know, the sharper knife you have, the better off that's going to be. But we're going to just do some parsley and some cilantro mixed together. I'm going to do a lot of salt and pepper, some red wine vinegar, This is what makes it really fun and fresh. And look at how low calorie this is going to be too. So it's going to give you some good flavor on that chicken breast, but it's not going to cost you a lot of calories. We're also going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. And this depends on how much you like olive oil. Add the extra virgin olive oil if you really like the flavor. Add a lighter olive oil if you don't want quite as much olive oil flavor to it. So we're just going to let that sit and kind of absorb all those flavors. Get that red wine vinegar. I can smell that vinegar and it smells really good. I'm going to actually add a few more herbs to the top of that. And then we're just going to let this sit and relax. And you don't have to let it sit and relax for too long. I would say like 10 or 15 minutes. It's kind of one of those things that you want to make right around go time, and you want to be able to serve it fresh because that's what it is. It's really fresh. So we've got a low-cal chimichurri here. It originates from Argentina, good on any meat. I put it on steak quite a bit. You can even use it as a taco seasoner if you wanted to like put it on top of your taco or something like that. But right now, we're just going to save it for the chicken. All right, looks like our corn is possibly done. So let me grab some tongs here and just get that right out of there. See, that looks nice. And it's still kind of firm. It's not mushy at all. So what's going to happen now is we are going to just let that cool down for a second, and then I'm going to cut all the corn off to make the corn salad. I think one of the reasons why I was like doing this corn salad is because both my daughters had braces and neither one of them could eat corn, and I was like, had to cut the corn off all the time, and I'm like, hey, wait. I remember this. This is kind of a nice way to eat corn. Doesn't get stuck in your teeth. Chimichurri is a stuck in your teeth kind of dish too. So if you're eating it with a friend, that's the way to go because that cilantro might stick around. You have to ask, hey friend, do I have anything in my teeth? Can't be on a date or anything like that, you know, a new date. All right, so we're going to crank the potatoes up. We just want to get a little crisp on them. We have the chicken cooking in the oven. I've seared it on both sides. I've popped it in the oven at 350. It's probably going to take about 20-25 minutes to reach 165. We're going to pull that out. We're going to let it rest for a minute, and then we're going to slice it up. We are going to put it on top of the potatoes, and then we are going to make the corn salad. I'm going to pop the corn under some cold water while we take a quick break. When we return, it is a Mexican corn salad that I really think you're going to like a lot, so stick around. We've got chicken in the oven. We're making a corn salad. This is going to be a nice light dinner for you and your family. I think the chicken is all done. So it's in the cast iron pan. I've had it in the oven at 350 for maybe about 20 minutes or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it out of the cast iron pan so that it doesn't cook any more than it already is going to. These are massive chicken breasts. I think that can feed a family of 3 to 4. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of take all the corn off. I don't know why, but I really like doing this. And look at how fresh and poppy, for lack of a better word, this corn is. All right, so I have the corn. I also have romaine, and I'm just going to put the corn, and I cooled the corn down under cold water. You blanch it, you boil it, and then you put it in cold water. It keeps that beautiful color. All right, I like spice and I like jalapeno spice. We're gonna make it nice and spicy with the seeds and the stems, a raw jalapeno, which I like as well, and then we're gonna put that in there. So we have romaine, we have fresh corn, we have a little bit of jalapeno, and then a mixture of mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, lime juice, chili powder, and a little bit of olive oil. So I've made that up. So here we go. We have our salad. I'm going to move it over to our platter because we've got the chicken waiting there, which I'm going to slice. We're going to put the salad, and see, maybe this is a good way to do it because now the corn's on the bottom. So if I serve it like this, like all the lettuce is on top, this salad is delicious. You will absolutely love it. Now I think we're getting ready to slice the chicken. So we're going to kind of do our grand finale in just a moment. We're making grilled chicken breast, corn salad. We've got most of it made. I'm going to take a quick break, wash my hands, clean this place up a little bit, and then show you how it's done when we're done. Welcome back. back. I got to get Maddie Evans in the kitchen. Maddie, how you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to try this right now, though.
Okay, good. I have a piece of chicken there for you. I hear you're a big fan of chicken, so give it a bite.
All right,
I cooked it in the oven, and it has to have a little bit of moisture, which it was pretty juicy when I was cooking it. So there you go. Tell me, does it have some moisture in it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it pretty good? Mm-hmm. Did you get a little bit of the corn salad in there too?
Oh my gosh,
she likes it.
That chicken is amazing.
It's good. That's how you cook it. You sear it up, you finish it in the oven. You can do that with any meat that you have. We will have all the recipes online. We've got fingerling potatoes. Have a little more. How's it going? You're back on TV.
I'm back. It's amazing, but you can't talk to me now because I'm going to stuff my face.
Okay, so we've got the corn salad. This is a perfect summer dish. It's healthy, it's high in protein, it's low in calories, and it's going to taste good if you'd like to make it for your family or even for a party. Like you could do this on a platter for a party. I'm Tracy Miller. That's Maddie Evans. This is Colorful Cooking. Thanks for watching.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More Scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. Warmer temperatures first thing this morning, 32 degrees around 8 a.m. So definitely is starting to feel a little bit more like spring. 44 degrees is the high throughout the course of today. 60% chance of snowfall, partly cloudy skies, wintry mix in the afternoon, and that's because of those warmer temperatures. Now we are expecting to see southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour throughout the course of today. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that that cloud coverage is going to slowly roll in, bringing us that precipitation later into the afternoon, continuing into the evening. That high is going to settle in between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour, and then those temperatures will start to cool down. Now, partly cloudy skies first thing this morning. We will see a little bit of sunshine, so if you are getting out there to maybe ski or ride first thing, just be prepared and make sure that you wear your sunscreen. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver definitely warmer. 68 degrees, beautiful sunshine down there, partly cloudy skies, so they will see the sun in Denver. 44 degrees in Vail with a 60% chance of precipitation. 45 in Avon with a 60% chance of moisture. 48 in Eagle with that 60% chance of precipitation. So that low pressure system making its way in right here above Eagle County. If you are traveling along that roadway, just give yourself that extra travel time, and especially as we start to see that wintry mix make its way out. As we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 17 degrees is our overnight low. 70% chance of snowfall. Now, snow showers are likely. That sun is setting at 7:28 p.m. And so we love to see this only because we love that sunset that has been taking place throughout the course of the last couple of days. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be as beautiful as we've been seeing it, but make sure that when that sun comes out, you enjoy those longer days and you soak up that sunset that we have just been like in love with here. Winds continuing out of the west at 15 to 20 miles an hour, so that slight breeze continuing throughout the course of this evening. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, 70% chance of precipitation tomorrow, high of 33 degrees, so a little cold front moving in with this storm system, but as that dissipates and we start to see this high pressure system make its way in for the weekend, beautiful sunshine on Saturday with a high of 46 degrees, 47 on Sunday, mostly sunny skies. Then we're going to see a little bit more of a low pressure system making its way in by Monday. 48 degrees, partly cloudy skies, 30% chance of precipitation. That's going to ramp up to a 60% chance of moisture by Tuesday with a high of 34. So get out there this weekend, enjoy that sunshine because it is going to be a beautiful weekend to do so. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, well, then they're your one-stop shop for all of your sporting needs, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. Now let's take it over and see what's a good goggle lens for a day like today.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at what goggle lens will work best for a day like today. So I've picked the Anon M2 series. The reason that I chose this is because first thing this morning, those clouds are going to roll in, but that sun is still going to be out a little bit. So you're going to want that darker lens just to protect your eyes. That way you don't get that eye exhaustion, block those UV rays from really messing up your ski morning. Then as we start to see that cloud coverage roll in, all you have to do is pull that goggle lens right off. Then you can grab your light lens, your low light lens, and you can pop that right in, allowing more UV rays in and making it easier for you to see so you can ski or ride out there, meaning that you're going to have the best vision possible. Now, as we start to see that wintry mix, or maybe as we start to see that breeze roll through, it's important that you keep your skin nice and protected. And so a great way to do that is with the MFI, the magnetic face mask integration. And so all you have to do to get this face masks up to your goggles is get it close, and because it's all magnets, it just snaps right in there, making it nice and convenient for you on the chairlift. Another great feature is you can see that the vents of this are still, the vents of your goggle are still on the outside of your face mask, meaning that it shouldn't get all foggy while you're out there skiing or riding. There's also this nice little mesh component right around where your mouth and nose will be to help prevent all of that fogging in that goggle lens. So if you're looking for a new pair of goggles or you're looking for a great system to use all year long, well then we highly recommend any of the M series from Anon because it has all magnets, making it super easy to take everything apart, and then that way you can change your lenses no problem up there on the chairlift. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for any of your optical needs, well then they've got 6 convenient locations throughout our community. You can check out the one at the top of Bridge Street, the one in the Solaris Plaza, the one in the Sun and Alp Hotel, the one over in Lion's Head, the one up in Beaver Creek, and then the one over in Edwards, and they'll be able to take care of you at each and every location, and they've got some great services to offer as well, besides just getting you a new pair of goggles. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
that time where we're talking Sun and Ski product of the week. And this week we've got the Oakley Flight Deck M. And this one specifically is the Michaela Schifrin model. So if you want to look like an 88-time world champion ski racer, well then these are the goggles that you want to wear. Now this goggle has some really nice features to it. The Oakley Prism lens technology is one goggle lens meant to cover a very broad spectrum of light, making it nice and easy for you to ski and see out there. So if you want to hit the slopes like our very own Michaela Schifrin, well then this is a great way to do so. Another super nice feature about these goggles is they are OTG, meaning they can fit over your glasses, and you can tell by this cutout right here in the frame, making it nice and convenient for you if you have to wear your glasses under your goggles. Now this is a great product to get your hands on, and especially during these spring skiing months, especially when we see that sunshine come out, because it is a little bit darker of a lens. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this product of the week. We love giving you as much information as we can for all of the great products that you can get your hands on over at Sun and Ski Sports. You can check out their website at sunandskisports.com, and that way you can order them right to your door. We're going to take a short break right now.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. All Points North Lodge is a great place where people can really focus on their mental health, and we've got one of their incredible therapists joining me on the couch first thing this morning. Dustin Straight, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We love when you guys come in, only because I think mental health is so important, and I feel like we're in kind of a weird rut right now where everyone is so excited to see the sunshine, and we get it for like 2 days, and then we go back to 4 days of storms, and so it's hard.
Yeah, we're kind of in the tail end, like so it's been, and kind of we were just talking about it. It's been kind of a cloudy winter. Normally, it's we get a storm, it burns off, we have beautiful sunshine. That's actually one of kind of the primary factors in someone developing. It's actually called SAD, seasonal affective disorder.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not just a clever name. You find yourself kind of a little bit bummed out, a little bit lethargic, kind of fatigued easily. And it's a tricky thing because it kind of happens without you being super aware of it. So one of the things that I like to tell my clients, and just friends, family, whoever, is keeping a schedule is incredibly important, right? So just having that daily ritualized routine, getting out, getting exercise, and doing all of those things, but also actually getting as much sunlight as you can. So even when it is cloudy, you can still go outside and get that kind of UV rays to basically what the sun's going to do. It's going to activate a certain part of the brain. It's going to increase the flow of serotonin, which is obviously an important neurotransmitter because it's going to help us feel good. So that's certainly one thing that we can do is just getting outside. Even if it's not a beautiful, sunny day, bluebird, we don't necessarily need that, but we need to get outside.
Yes.
Connection is something that people absolutely need regardless of whatever season it is. So a sense of connection and belonging is something that I focus a lot on with all of my clients because it's very easy to isolate. And especially even in this valley, like sometimes, I live in Edwards, and sometimes I'm like, oh man, my friend's like all the way over in Avon.
I was just having this conversation that we're so spoiled because, some people live in a city and the commute to go from 5 blocks away from each other is going to be 45 minutes, and we get to drive on these beautiful mountain roads where Edwards to West Vail is 15 minutes, and we're like, oh, it's so much.
It's so much, I can't do it. So, really kind of finding some discipline around just maintaining connection, getting out, getting active. That's going to be the most functional way to manage it. The way I like to think about it is mental health, sometimes people think they're good until they're not.
Right.
And I always compare it to like taking your car in for maintenance. I generally don't want to wait until my car's on fire. I want to take it in. I want to get an oil change. I want to do those things. And so doing those daily things that we can do to maintain rather than wait for everything to kind of burn down and be in a state of crisis, put myself in risk or something to that effect, and then go get help. It's like, we don't need the car to catch on fire. We can actually go and do some things to help us maintain.
To just maybe not do that and not be in that rut where then you cannot remove yourself or you're going to have to work twice as hard. Now, what are some of the side effects or symptoms of SAD that people should start looking for within themselves?
So it's going to be just kind of that isolation, the fatigue, kind of that lethargic feeling. Sometimes there's some apathy, sadness, loss of joy in things that you once enjoyed doing. So those are kind of the classic symptoms. And that's the other part of kind of having friends, because they can say, hey, what's going on?
Right.
Like, it seems like you're kind of bummed out. Hey, you haven't been coming around as much. What's going on? Because it's very easy for us to kind of start to judge ourselves for not being cheerful or for not being the person that we want to be, because it's not always about what happens, it's the story I'm telling myself. So if I think that I'm going to show up and I'm going to be, kind of a drag or not that fun to be around, and then I'm isolating, now we have this feedback loop and this self-fulfilling prophecy. That becomes a problem. So maintaining that connection, whatever it is, with coworkers, with friends, with family, whoever it is, just that sense of safety, that sense of belonging is really going to be something to help combat those symptoms.
Right, and you can't be your own worst enemy.
Right.
You got to be your own cheerleader.
It's difficult. I mean, I think that, and again, this is something I focus on in the work I do with a lot of my clients, is it's very easy for us to identify beliefs around being rejected.
Right.
Right. So I showed up and I didn't make friends immediately, and I have this belief about myself that it's because I say stupid things, and it's like, okay, well, that's a self-defeating belief, right?
Right.
And over time, that can actually integrate into our self-concept. And so now we're battling this space between how we want to show up in the world and how we actually feel inside. So we've got this incongruence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, talk therapy, experiential therapy, and some of the work we do up at APN can be incredibly helpful, because it can show you some of those beliefs that you may not even be aware of.
Which I think is something that a lot of people don't understand about themselves. The more you say it, the more your brain is going to believe it. And so you have to talk nicely about yourself, or it will crush you as a person.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not about what happened. It's the story I made up.
Right.
And we actually get into habits, right? We get into habits on a daily routine, right? We also get into cognitive habits. So we have certain styles of thinking that we may not be aware of because we're in our own brain. There's nobody up there to say, hey, that's off. That's not true. We call those cognitive distortions, and that's something that you can look at when someone is, I call it, Ricky Bobby thinking is a good example of one. If you're not first, you're last.
Right.
Not true.
No.
Like, his dad and all of his wisdom comes in at the end of the movie and says, well, that's stupid. You could be second, third, fourth, or fifth. And that's actually helping a person develop, like, what we call cognitive flexibility, or having more flexibility in their beliefs, versus that automatic thought that people have that may be a negative one, or may kind of contribute to that negative self-concept.
So now if someone is going into that kind of dark little path that you go down where you start having those really negative self-concepts, what's a tool that they can use to kind of shift their brain, talk nicer to themselves, and then avoid making that part of their everyday thinking pattern?
So, there's a couple different ways to do it. Obviously, keeping that routine, keeping connection, keeping that kind of balance in their life is going to be super important, right? So as soon as we start to isolate, and as soon as, I think it was Nietzsche that said, when we're tired, old thoughts attack us, right? So this idea that fatigue, so getting enough rest, but then from kind of a more clinical perspective, keeping a thought log can actually be really effective. So just writing down, these are the 10 thoughts, these were the 10 negative thoughts I had today.
Right.
And then you have awareness around them. And then you can go, well, is that true?
Right.
No, none of these are true. These just kind of happened automatically. And so then we can start to challenge and create some flexibility in our thinking. That's a pretty easy functional way to teach people basically what is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is identifying, challenging, and then replacing irrational or intrusive thoughts.
Dustin, thank you so much for coming in here, giving us all this great information. I think it's so important that we give the community the tools and resources, just even in these brief minutes, to talk about it and to just give them the tools, to make themselves feel better.
Absolutely, yeah, no, I love being here.
We love having you here. You come back anytime.
Awesome.
Make sure that you use these tools that we've just given you, or that Dustin has just given you, to really make sure that your brain is staying in a healthy and in the right track, especially during these kind of cloudier days that we're seeing right now. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we talk a lot about the Eagle Valley Library District and all of the wonderful things that they do. Now, one of the great amenities of the Eagle Valley Library District, and we talk about it so frequently, is Libby, because you can download Libby right to your phone, and then you get access to their entire library. That includes the magazines, the audiobooks, and then, of course, you can download the digital books. So if you're someone who likes to read on your phone, you can easily do so. Now, I love Libby because I've been listening to so many good books, and once you start going through the books, you can then have like the suggested section where they bring a lot of books that you could possibly read back to life or that are kind of in the genre that you like. And so make sure that you go to the Eagle Valley Library District and you get your hands on Libby and a library card because it's super easy. But we're going to introduce you to some of their great nonfiction books and some of the great amenities that they have, maybe if you would like to learn to cook. So let's take a look at what's happening over at the Eagle Valley Library District. Summertime is here, and we all love laying out in the sun and reading a good book and just absorbing some new knowledge. And we've got one of the experts in this space, Carrie May from the Eagle Valley Library District. Thank you so much for meeting me.
Yeah, thank you for being here today. I'm super excited to talk books. All librarians are typically excited to talk books. Today, I really wanted to feature some of our nonfiction content. Typically, people think that's maybe not as exciting as all the new fiction we have coming in, but I just want to reassure you that we also have some really fun nonfiction coming in as well.
And you've brought a lineup of books behind us. This one immediately caught my eye.
Yeah, so this is the big book of tarot meanings. Tarot is really hot right now, so if you just happen to pick up a tarot deck and want a little more insight into what your reading may mean, this is a great book to check out.
And between that and then the cookbooks that you guys always have cycling in, which this is something that I really need to dive into. My cooking skills are terrible. So you can start with the beginner ones and just work your way up from there.
Absolutely. And what's really great too is if we have some really specific ones. So if you're, kind of craving something specific, this is a new one that recently caught my eye, That Noodle Life. And I've already perused it, and it has basically any type of noodle you can think of. We have Asian noodles, Italian noodles, and believe it or not, it even has taco noodles.
Whoa. All right. So I just signed up for my library card. I know what I'm doing later, looking into some taco noodles. And then beyond that, you've got some crafting books and some great books with just beautiful pictures that really bring what's in the ocean to life on a page.
Yeah, so we always have a phenomenal collection of photo books. Again, this is a new one. It really ties into our summer reading theme too, Oceans of Possibility, but it just has the most incredible, beautiful underwater pictures. And whatever photo team worked on this just did a phenomenal job. They're beautiful, and I don't know how they got those pictures underwater.
I never know how they do that. So if people are interested in looking at the nonfiction section and maybe chatting with you as the expert in this space, where can they do so?
So any of your Eagle Valley Library branches have a great nonfiction collection. We have branches in Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum. And just walk in and ask your local librarian.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for giving us all this great information and taking the time to chat us through some of these new books that you have.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here today. I hope to see you guys in the library this summer.
Make sure you come check out any of the Eagle Valley Library District libraries, only because they've got the best staff and, quite frankly, the best selection of books, and you want to start your summer reading. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got more of the show.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here for this new 2-hour format only because we love taking the time to get to show you so many of the wonderful things that are taking place here in our community. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and like I said, we've got a whole other hour of fun taking place here on Good Morning Vail. If you missed Scoreboard in the first hour, well then we're going to show you again and show you some great things that are taking place with our local athletes at our high schools around our valley. But then we've got EFEC and Project Funway coming in to give us some more information about the incredible show that's taking place this weekend. So if you've not gone online yet to projectfunway.org to buy your tickets, well then we highly recommend that you do so, and we're going to show you why you want to come to this incredible event here in just a little bit as we get to talk to some of the wonderful people that partake and bring this event to life here in our community. And so I'm really excited to have them in, and I'm really excited to also have Knapp Harvest and Carrie Hogan come in to talk about some of the great things that you can do this summer to really improve your diet and the way you're thinking about food, and especially if you're looking to maybe eat a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher, and a little bit healthier. So make sure that you stay tuned for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. We've got some great national holidays to celebrate here on the 30th of March, one of which being National Pencil Day, National Virtual Vacation Day, and National Take a Walk in the Park Day. So maybe if you need to get out and start strolling around a little bit before we start to see this weather forecast move in, well then it's going to be a great time to do so first thing this morning. Now, speaking of that weather forecast, we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at our resort report and just so much more here on TV8's Good Morning Vail on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And if maybe you're on the go, you can stream us on a podcast. So wherever you like to listen to your podcast, you can put in Good Morning Vail, and then that way you can enjoy all the fun while you're on the go. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures progressively warm up. 32 degrees out there first thing this morning. Temperatures warming up just a little bit. 44 degrees is our high throughout the course of today. 60% chance of snowfall, partly cloudy skies, a nice wintry mix making its way in later into the afternoon. Now we are expecting to see winds come out of the southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour throughout the course of today, so that slight breeze making that 44 degrees feel just a little bit chillier than it actually is. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see partly cloudy skies first thing this morning, so you will see that sun out and even into the early afternoon. Then that storm front's going to make its way in, bringing us those few snow showers and that nice wintry mix, especially while those temperatures are still warmer. Now, if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm. 68 degrees, mostly sunny skies down there, a little bit of cloud coverage in their forecast. 44 degrees in Vail with a 60% chance of precipitation. 45 in Avon with a 60% chance of moisture. 48 in Eagle with a 60% chance of precipitation. So a nice little low pressure system making its way into Eagle County. Now we are going to see that continue throughout the course of tonight as well. 17 degrees is our overnight low, 70% chance of snowfall. That sun setting just a little bit later by the day, 7:28 is when it's going to go down. Now we are expecting to see those winds shift directions just slightly, come out of the west at 15 to 20 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow we are expecting to see that storm front still stay above us, bringing us those cooler temperatures as well. 70% chance of precipitation, high of 33 degrees, overnight low of 16 degrees. But then by the weekend, we're expecting to have a beautiful high pressure system make its way in, bringing us that beautiful sunshine, 46 degrees. It's going to be a great day to get out there and enjoy your Saturday. Now, mostly sunny skies on Sunday. 47 degrees is the high. 27 degrees is our overnight low. As we approach Monday, we will start to see another little system make its way in. Partly cloudy skies, high of 48, 30% chance of precipitation. Then by Tuesday, we're going to see that ramp up even more. 60% chance of moisture. Snow showers are likely, high of 34 degrees, so temperatures will start to cool down early next week yet again. But if you are getting out there this weekend, just get out there and soak up that sunshine because it is going to be beautiful. Now let's take a look and see what's happening up on our resorts.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
I love getting to talk about what's happening up on both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain only because it's such a great time of year to get out there, and we still have so much snow, which is so incredible. This year versus any of the years in the past, I feel like has been so different for our snowpack. Now, no new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. That season total up on Beaver Creek Mountain is at 308 inches with a 58-inch base depth. If you are getting out there to ski or ride, you can start your morning at 8:30 a.m. and you can continue to do so until 4 p.m. Now, if you're making your way to Beaver Creek, don't forget that they give away free cookies at 3 p.m. right there at the base of Centennial. Now, 25 lifts are open, 163 trails are open, 98% of the terrain is currently open up on Beaver Creek Mountain for you to get out there and explore. Now, if you're getting out there today, make your way over to Bachelor's Gulch, go to the top of Mimi's Deck or the top of Bachelor's Gulch to where Mimi's Deck is, and that way you can see some great live music. It's a ton of fun up there. As we make our way over to Vail, no new snow in the last 24 to 48 hours. That season total is at 322 inches with a 74-inch base depth. Now, you can ski or ride up on Vail Mountain from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. As we take a look to see what terrain is open, 33 lifts are open, 275 trails are open, and 100% of Vail Mountain is currently open for you to get out there and enjoy. Now, Vail Mountain expanded a little bit this year as they brought a new lift to town, and that's Chair 17, where you can make your way from Lion's Head to the legendary Back Bowls nice and seamlessly. So if you have yet to partake in all all of the fun over in Vail, well then we highly recommend that you do that as well. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this resort report this morning. If you have any outdoor needs or any sporting needs, well, that's your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon, and they do such a good job to make sure that there's everything for everyone in the family possible. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch the Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, earlier in the show, we got to introduce you to one of our favorite segments, which is called the Scoreboard, where we really take the time to focus in on our local athletes here at the high school level. And so there's been a lot of great things kicking off now that spring has finally started to come to life here in our valley. We're still going to see some precipitation, but that doesn't mean that the sports are going to stop. And so we had a great opportunity to chat with an amazing coach here in one of our amazing schools. And a great way to catch up with what's going on with our local sports is to tune into Good Morning Vail every Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday for your scoreboard updates. And we've got such an incredible team that takes the time to spend learning all about what's going on with the sports and what's going on with the students. And so we're going to introduce you to Ben Roof and the Scoreboard right now.
Welcome to the Scoreboard. I'm Ben Roof, here to tell you about our Valley's fantastic local sports. Today, we're talking about girls lacrosse. Both Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley played home games this past Tuesday, with Battle Mountain facing off against challenging opponent Green Mountain, who are the defending state champions. They came out pretty strong in the first half, but unfortunately, the cold started to slow them down a bit towards the second, allowing Green Mountain to take home the victory 17-6. Eagle Valley, on the other hand, managed to score a big victory against mountain rival Summit. The Devils came out strong from the very beginning, managing to maintain possession for the majority of the game. They pulled ahead quick, finishing with a 24-8 victory against Summit. We spoke to the coach a bit about the challenges facing the team as they wrap up the winter season and really kick off spring. Well, we are here in the Scoreboard with Jenna Randall, coach of the Eagle Valley varsity girls lacrosse team, and you guys just won a big victory against Summit. How did the girls play today?
Very well. We've had a lot of practices and we've put in a lot of time and we've had a lot of bad weather, and I'm happy to see it pay off. We finally have several of our girls who haven't been able to play due to various injuries back, and as you can tell, it's made a big difference on the field, and we're just happy to get one after our last couple hard losses.
Certainly was a big win. It was 20-6 at the end there? Or
5-8, but yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Kind of lost track. You guys just kept putting them away.
Yep. It was a good confidence builder for the girls. We have JV players and varsity players that kind of play both games just due to numbers and them kind of being in between. So it's nice to have a positive kind of memory and confidence booster game, especially with the weather too.
Totally makes sense. The weather's been a bit challenging in the last couple of weeks. I would imagine it's been putting a damper on practices too. Could you tell me about how you guys been working around with the snow?
We share our main gym and then we have an aux gym with all the other spring sports. So it's kind of, we get the gym for an hour, boys lacrosse might get it for an hour, and then we practice in the upper fields as much as we can. So we've kind of weathered through a lot of 20-degree practices, but the snow in the last week or so has made it a little bit more difficult. So just kind of being resourceful and doing more, I guess, skills work and less field work, and, you know, hoping that shows, which I think in our passing and stuff tonight, it definitely has worked out very well for us.
You definitely did. So could you tell me a little bit about how the team's shaping up this season and kind of what you guys are looking like compared to seasons in the past?
Yeah, this is my first year with Eagle Valley, but I've coached club up here for a bit, and we had a really strong freshman class, and the club girls that I've coached in the past kind of split between here and Battle Mountain, so it's really fun to see them just for that reason, because they all know each other. It's obviously a small valley, but it's a smaller lacrosse world here too. So we're just trying to find that balance between the incoming talent and then kind of the leadership that has been here for the last couple years and has been playing, has the respect kind of the other girls. So it's meshing it all together, but overall we have a lot of talent.
That totally makes sense. Well, it seems like you guys have been off to a little bit of a rough start there, but it's good to see things have been starting to get underway.
Yeah.
It was definitely wonderful to watch the camaraderie between both your team and the Battle Mountain team at the end of the game. Does that camaraderie seem to translate throughout the rest of your team too? And is there anything you're doing as the coach to kind of really help build that team?
Yeah, I mean, we have the, I guess, pleasure of living in a place where everyone kind of knows everyone, especially if you play in a sport that's a little bit more unique like lacrosse. So helping some of our newer players, this is their first year ever, we've used some of our older players or more experienced players to kind of help teach skills and just help teach overall lacrosse IQ things that may not be picked up as easily. And then we still, at the end of the season, going into the summer, I would say at least half of my girls go back into club season. I think most of Battle Mountain's girls go back into club season. So it's a good separation, but they all kind of come back to be each other's teammates and kind of work together. And half of them or so want to play in college, so it's a good mixture of kind of what people want for their future compared to people just doing it for fun, so it keeps it balanced, especially for mixing in the newer players.
Thank you so much, Coach Randall, for taking the time to talk to us, and best of luck in your upcoming game against Montrose. That's all the time we have for today's update. Don't forget to catch us here next time on The Scoreboard.
Good morning, Vail.
We've been talking about it all morning. Project Funway is coming to town this Saturday, and it benefits one of our favorite nonprofits here, and that's the Education Foundation of Eagle County. So I've got Pavan and Tessa joining me on the couch to give us some more information because they are power forces when it comes to this great activity. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us. Maddie.
We love Project Funway only because it's a ton of fun. It's such a unique concept. And so, Pavan, you started this.
Yeah, 12 years ago, a couple friends were sitting around saying, let's sew something and then let's do a little show. So we decided to do this show that ended up growing into like 40 designs and 100 people at the Vail Pavilion. And it's sort of taken on a life of its own, especially after it became a beneficiary for the Education Foundation of Eagle County. They ran with it and grew it into this massive fundraiser to the point that we have to be at Dobson Arena now because we get up to 1,000 people this year we're expecting. So
wow,
it's big.
I'm really excited. I love this one each and every year, and I really love the Education Foundation of Eagle County. Now, Tessa and we didn't know for a long time, but we go way back because I grew up with some of your children, which has been such an incredible and unique experience because the school system here is so wonderful and we have so many incredible teachers. And I normally like to give my shout out to some of the teachers that I had in middle school that are still in our education system here.
We are so lucky. We're such a great community, but I think that is reflected in our schools. Our teachers are amazing here, and it's what makes our community. So the Education Foundation is really about recognizing all that great work that they're doing and recognizing them for the amazing things that they are making happen in their classrooms every day.
Which being a teacher is hard. It is not easy work to have that many kids that you're trying to work with and support. And not only that, but teachers wear so many hats because there are kids that are maybe going through some challenging things at home, and the one security blanket that they have in their life tends to be their teachers.
You know, we really saw that when the pandemic hit. We knew that teaching was hard. We knew that the schools were really what held everything together. But I think we really all know that now after the pandemic. But the other thing that has happened is kids are still recovering. I think we all feel that a little bit, that we're still recovering. But we're really seeing those challenges with the kids trying to make up for that lost time. And, you know, some of the strains, emotional strains that we've all been through, we're seeing that in the classroom. So teaching right now is harder than it's ever been.
Which I think is so important why we have you guys here in our community to make sure that these teachers understand they are appreciated by our entire community. And one of my most feel-good things that I follow on social media is EFEC, simply for the fact that you get to see these teachers like illuminated with smiles as you guys are giving them these small classroom grants just to make their workspace and the kids' lives better.
We do work hard to recognize them, and we do that through our Effective Apple Award, which we give to a teacher every month. They get $500, and we always have to say what you have to spend on yourself, because you know they'd spend it on their classroom if they had the option. And it's just recognizing them for the great work that they're doing, and we get those nominations from students and parents and colleagues, and reading those nominations is just heartwarming. Like, it's our favorite thing to do is go and present those awards. But we do that every month, and then we do our classroom grants. We do our Distinguished Teacher Scholarship Awards so that they can further their education, and then part of that is that they have to promise to stay for 3 years, so it's retaining those amazing teachers. So we try to do what we can.
Which I think is so incredible, and you can definitely see and feel it making a difference here in our community, only because we also produce incredible students and incredible people here. Well, kind of, you know, I had two older brothers that were in the school system here, and they're wild children, so, you know, there's a balance. But it is really cool to see how it's progressed throughout the years. And I was a Minturn middle school kid when it was still around, not to give my age or anything right now, but it was just such a cool school and such a great opportunity to learn, and learn in a different way, because it was an expeditionary learning school, and they've taken that and translated that to the school program now. If you're making your way to Homestake Peak, or if you're going to go to Berry Creek Middle School, like whatever it is, you guys do such a good job, and you can see the difference.
Pavan and I, both our kids, our families have gone to Homestake Peak School, so they both experienced that amazing expeditionary learning curriculum. And I think it's what's so great about our community is all of our schools have these great programs so that parents and kids have a choice of what fits their learning style best.
which is so unique. I have little brothers in middle school right now in Utah, and this is not the case. And so we are so fortunate to have you guys rally, and then we're so fortunate to have you create this concept that you can benefit such an incredible organization here. So let's talk a little bit more about Project Funway, because we have a beautiful dress over there, and I think we need some more information on it.
So that's my dress from a couple years ago. It's just newspaper in many different forms, pleated, strips, taped, bobby pinned together. I wore that. It was a lot of fun because when you walk, it sort of ruffles and makes a fun sound. So that's one of my many dresses. I'm really excited for some of the dresses this year. We have one made out of locust seed pods, one made out of stained glass that weighs 30 pounds apparently. My husband Carl, who most people know, will be doing one out of newspaper bags, which is different for him. Normally he does milk jugs. Gosh, the designs are amazing. They come out of the most unexpected things. One of the things we're most excited about this year is that we have 6 different schools who have sort of taken this energy and run with it. So kind of without our prodding even, these schools have taken on the project. So we had, I don't know, probably 30 applications from middle schools, high schools, and we got to go to shows there, where we saw amazing work. I mean, mind-blowing. One of the dresses we'll see out of Eagle Valley Middle School, made out of paper butterflies and book spines.
Wow.
Beautiful. One of my favorites. Yeah. So you don't want to miss that.
Oh my gosh, well, because we were just talking about my middle school teachers, Tracy T. Tart actually reached out to me and was like, do you want to come to the school? We're doing our Project Funway on this day. And unfortunately, I had a conflict of interest, so I couldn't be there. But I was so excited that the schools are doing it, because what a cool concept and what a great creative outlet.
Yeah. Miss T did an amazing job mentoring those kids. Like the dresses and garments that came out of Miss T's group, amazing.
Yeah, she's just one of the few incredible teachers that I had growing up that is still here in the Valley. And so it is really cool to be part of this community, and it is really cool to partake in all of these wonderful events, because people can still get involved. They can't walk anymore because unfortunately that has closed and we are too close for you to sign up, but you can always sign up next year. But people can volunteer.
People can volunteer, and if you want to attend, which we'd love for you to join us, you have to get your tickets now. We are almost sold out. So we have bleacher seats, and then we have seating and tickets for the floor, which include dinner. The event is this Saturday at Dobson Ice Arena. Doors open at 5:30. The show starts promptly at 7 o'clock with the Battle Mountain High School drum line, and then Maddie will be there to help us MC the event, and the fun will begin. It's going to be a great time.
It is such a great time, and then there are always those heartwarming videos about the kids and the teachers and everyone who's been so positively affected by EFEC that you get goosebumps and almost cry every time.
Bring your tissues. You will cry this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll wear waterproof makeup before going on
the videos. This year are spectacular. So
I mean, and that's kind of the cool part, is you guys do really show the difference that you're making in the community, and this event in itself makes such a huge difference to EFEC as kind of the beneficiary. And so to have it all come together and to see you guys work in action and to have both of you here on the couch with me is so amazing. So thank you guys for taking the time to be with me.
Well, Maddie, we so appreciate you and your help with this event. You make this, she has emceed our event, and she's back again this year, and you really make the event so fun. We love having you there, so thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're going to make me cry already. It's just going to be a rough go that we're going to have then. The tears are going to be flying on Saturday. So where can people go buy the tickets?
So go to projectfunway.org, and the tickets are available there, and we hope that you'll join us.
Thank you guys both so much for coming in, giving all this great information, and spending some time with me on the couch. I really love both of you for what you do in our community, because you guys are such great leaders and such great role models, and one day I'll grow up to be as cool as you guys are.
That's our biggest hope.
Make sure that you check out Project Funway. You can go online to projectfunway.org. That way you can still buy your tickets, because they're starting to sell out, and you're not going to want to miss, only because I've seen Pavon's outfits from last year, and she's going to destroy that runway. So make sure that you buy your tickets. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
All aboard the Leadville Railroad. A time for family, friends, hot cocoa, and a relaxing trip. Enjoy our heated lounge cars. View snow-capped mountains. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate après-Avon Beer Festival. Back in Avon, April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. Featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp. Plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT Mustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Knapp Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Knapp Nectar Hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast for today. Warmer temperatures first thing this morning, 32 degrees. We saw some cooler temperatures take place over the course of the last couple of days. First thing in the morning, a high of 44. 60% chance of snowfall. Now partly cloudy skies first thing this morning. A wintry mix coming into play later this afternoon. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage is slowly going to increase. We will see a little bit of sunshine out first thing this morning, and then those few showers are likely. Now when we see those warmer temperatures take place and that precipitation come our way, that's when we're going to see that nice wintry mix. So at those lower elevations we could see some rainfall, but then we are going to see those snow showers overnight and into this evening tonight. If you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver definitely slightly warmer than up here in the high country. 68 degrees in Denver, partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny skies down there. 44 degrees in Vail with a 60% chance of precipitation. 45 in Avon with a 60% chance of precipitation. 48 in Eagle with a 60% chance of moisture. So if you are traveling along this I-70 corridor later into the afternoon, just give yourself some extra travel time. And if you're going to make your way west to Eagle, make sure that you check out Knapp Harvest, because we're going to give you some more information on why you want to make your way down there here shortly. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 17 degrees is our overnight low. 70% chance of precipitation, so snow showers are likely. That sun setting just slightly later. It is setting at 7:28 p.m. tonight. Now winds continuing out of the west at 15 to 20 miles an hour, which is going to make this 17 degrees feel cooler than it actually is. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, 70% chance of precipitation tomorrow. 33 degrees is the high. But then we're going to see that little storm front and that cold front make its way out. This beautiful high pressure system make its way in for the weekend. Beautiful sunshine on Saturday with a high of 46, 47 degrees on Sunday with mostly sunny skies. Then Then we're going to see some cloud coverage start to roll back in by Monday. Partly cloudy skies, 30% chance of precipitation to bring us another storm front that we're expecting to make its way here on Tuesday. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping for any of your outdoor needs, well, then they've got you covered. Now we're going to introduce you to the TV8 Visitors Bureau. Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau, getting you in the know before you go. We're up here in the beautiful Beaver Creek, and if you are looking for activities to do, well, they've got an app that can guide you through everything you need. So you just have to download the Beaver Creek Village Guide, and it'll get you everything from restaurants and shopping to when activities and events are taking place. There are so many great activities always happening up here at the Beaver Creek Resort, and one of them is the Vail Performing Arts Center. This is a great venue for you to go and enjoy so many incredible shows. It's going to be super easy to buy your tickets using the app, and we're going to show you how to get there. Once you buy your tickets to go enjoy the Vail Performing Arts Center, this is how you're going to get there from the covered bridge here in Beaver Creek all the way over there. Let's go. Once you make your way down to the Vail Performing Arts Center, you get to go inside and enjoy their 535-seat intimate venue where they do so many great shows. So make sure that you check it out and use the app to plan your entire trip up here in Beaver Creek. That's going to do it for this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you soon.
Good morning, Vail.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun and Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More Scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Have you heard the exciting news? Well, we're here to share it with you. Good Morning Vail is now a podcast, so you can stream us on all of your favorite streaming devices, whether you have an iPhone or an Android. So make sure that if you are on the go, that you get in the know by streaming us on any of those platforms. We love what we do here at TVA, and we love to give you the information, so make sure that you can catch us all the time.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode, we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to the neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, earlier in the weather, I was telling you if you're making your way to Eagle, the best place to go is Knapp Harvest. And the reason is because they've got everything you need. They're the perfect indoors farmers market to get you squared away during this kind of like spring winter that we're still sitting in. And I've got Carrie Hogan joining me on the couch. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning. You know, I appreciate that introduction, and I'm with you with that shoulder season in between. Right. We're that way at Knapp Harvest. Of course, we buy things that are seasonal and fresh and everything else. So what we're going to talk about right now is CSA boxes, because it gives us a little glimpse into the summer and all the bounty that will be coming soon. And by the way, all of our farmers are busy putting those little seeds into the ground. So part of what CSA does is community supported agriculture, is you buy ahead of time a subscription for a box every week, and this year it's 15 weeks. And you get, it's either a size for standard, which is 1 to 2 people, or family, which is 3 to 6. And you get a fresh box full of fresh organic vegetables, fruits, whatever is seasonal. So it's a really great value for your family. It comes out to about $33 a week, which is a great value if you consider trying to take that money to the big grocery store and buy organic. Like that, it's really hard to do. And what it also does is help support our farmers ahead of time to go, okay, this is how much I need to plant because these people are, buying from me, and that helps them economically. So it's a great way to do it. I will say we're sold out in Edwards.
Yes. Well, we just had the picture up on the screen, and like all of the food that goes into it is so amazing, so full of life and so full of color that like even just looking at it, I'm like, those Palisade peaches are calling my name.
We have a little ways to wait, but I tell you, it's fun to talk about. And again, like I said, we had 2 pickup locations. Eagle is your only option at this point, so that's every Monday at Eagle in Knapp Garden Center behind City Market. So I really encourage you to do that. And in the early parts of the season, you'll always see our Osage herbs in there. You'll always see, some kind of either our mushrooms or our microgreens or honey products. And speaking of microgreens, shoulder seasons, this is the time that microgreens are meant to shine, because there's nothing else coming up out of the ground. And microgreens we grow up at 9,000 feet. They've got the best view ever. And they are fresh, and they're raised under the sunshine. In a hoop house, yes, but under natural sunlight, not under artificial lights. That makes a difference. It makes a difference to the health and all the vitamins and everything that you need. They come in those tiny little things. They're beautiful, aren't they? That's Andy, our microgreen queen. We also have Emily, who's a master microgreen grower. We don't mess around. We really try to grow the very best things. Look at that view. Wouldn't you just love to be growing right there?
Just like living at the farm.
Exactly, right at the farm. It doesn't quite look like that yet. There's a little snow on it.
Yeah, just a little.
But we're also growing our beautiful mushrooms up there at 9,000 feet. And those you can find at Knapp Harvest along with our microgreens all the time. Also look for both of those on lists on the restaurants around the valley. Knapp Ranch mushrooms and microgreens are everywhere.
I was just going to say, I think that I told you this, but I just went to Latour a couple weeks ago, and I was like, okay, like a lot of meat options, and then I was looking through, and they had a lion's mane dish grown with your guys, or made with your guys' lion mane mushrooms, and I was like, I'm going to have that one, because I have to try these mushrooms, and they were mouth-watering, just
that's
delicious.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, Latour, the Frzakas know what to do at Latour, so I imagine that you're making my mouth water. And I'm sure they cook it a little bit better than I do. But also look on our social media for recipe ideas as well. Our knapranch.com is a wonderful place for information about everything. So you can find our mushrooms on knapranch.com. Look at those beautiful cinnamon caps. Aren't those lovely? And those you'll find down at Knapp harvest right now. So, you know, when it's in between seasons, you can still eat these kind of things that are very healthy. Look at those pink oysters. Are you kidding me right
so
now?
Beautiful.
They are a piece of art. They're just gorgeous. And again, so full of vitamins and enzymes and brain function help and help with Alzheimer's and help with your blood circulation, and I could go on. I know there's 10 to 12 different things, but really it's a great way to eat in between seasons. So we really encourage you to come down to Knapp Harvest and see those beautiful mushrooms.
Well, not only do you guys have them in this beautiful fresh form,
right,
but you also have them in the freeze-dried form.
Oh, true.
So that if maybe you want the support and the benefits of the
Yep.
mushrooms, you can like buy them, grind them up, and put them in your smoothies in the morning, because that's something that is almost better to do than coffee. Like
better, absolutely, and you don't even need to grind them up because we have powdered. So
Oh,
we have
look at
all
that.
three. So we have fresh, we have dried, and we have powdered. So powdered, yes, I am including those lion's mane in my smoothie every morning because it's really good for your brain health. And I could certainly use that.
I mean, I think we could all use that. It's been a long winter.
Let's be fair, we could all use that. But yeah, that's what makes it so fun. And we've got lots of events coming up in April that I kind of want to shine a light to because it's about the earth.
I love your events always.
So, at Earth Day at CMC is it's April 21st. We'll be there not only with our mushrooms, but also our honey. To teach about honey, we'll have a honey tasting, and it's just a great way to show what we're doing at Knapp Ranch. Also, the 24th at the town of Eagle is going to be a compost and soil seminar. So it'll be really fun. They're going to do pots. You're going to do your own soils, and then you'll plant your seeds. And it's just going to be fun and a great way to learn. So that's another thing. In May, Knapp Garden Center starts to open.
Yes.
While you guys are skiing right now, those little seedlings are coming up ready for you to plant when it's time. So it's really great to go in there and see all those babies coming up right now when there's snow outside. And so we're thinking about all of you guys. And we'll have a really fun Mother's Day event to open up Knapp Garden Center. So much going on. I know I'm missing something. KnappRanch.com, go to Knapp's Nectar. You can now buy our honeys and honey product online.
Wow.
So if you can't get all the way to Eagle or you're in a different state, you can just contact us, put in your order, and boom, we'll ship it off to you. So we're keep building this website and making it more robust. And so it's a lot of fun to go see what all of our little teams are doing. So anyway, I also wanted to mention Second Nature Gourmet.
Yes.
At Knapp Harvest is always there, and she offers things that are different that aren't on her website. So soups and casseroles and full meals, Taco Tuesdays, all sorts of fun, fresh salads. So if you don't have time to cook.
Lots of vegetarian
You always remind me of that.
For us who do not eat the red meat or pork, you can get that really good stuff.
I am so happy you always mention that. So stop by there too. We're open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road, Monday through Fridays 10 to 6, and Saturdays and Sundays 10 to 4. And we'll be there all off season. So please come visit us. Come, let's talk honeys, let's talk bees, let's talk microgreens, let's just talk about spring.
Well,
it's coming.
Let's talk about all the health benefits that you guys are offering our community right now, from the mushrooms to this incredible honey. And really, the benefits of honey are phenomenal.
Unbelievable. And, also, we do everything that helps protect those honeybees.
Yes.
So we have 29 hives. We work really hard. We lost some this winter. It's been a rough year for bees, and not just in our area. It got really warm. They flew, and they didn't get back in time to cluster around the queen to keep it warm. So we lost some hives. And so it's really important as you're going into spring, when you're planning your garden and what you're going to do, I really encourage you to think about native plants, first of all.
Yes.
Because they'll thrive better here in our environment. Plus, our native bees need those. If you start planting things that are outside of our zone and out, a little bit tropical or whatever, confuses the bees, they won't go to them anyway. Put those inside. Just try to think about everything you're doing. No mow May. Don't mow in May. That's when all the dandelions come up. That's the first food for the bees. So
Save the bees.
just
Save the dandelions.
relax about those yellow flowers. They're good for you. If you really look into it, you can eat them. They're also telling you that your soil needs calcium. They're announcing to you, hello, your soil needs calcium. So they're providing that calcium. They open up, gather all that photosynthesis, close up, and go down and provide calcium. So everything in nature has a reason, even wasps. So, you just really have to respect the environment we're in. When we moved to the mountains, we made a bargain and said, yep, we know spring won't come for a while as far as flowers coming up.
Right.
But we have all this, we are in charge of all the water that comes down to our farmers. You're not in charge, but we need to be careful of it, mindful of it. And so, complaining about the snow doesn't help.
Right, well, and also, letting bad things go into our waters.
Oh,
when you're talking about organic product, the farmers can only use the resources that they have, and they can avoid all those pesticides and all those hormones and everything that we don't want to make our food almost not great.
Well, no, it's poison.
Yeah.
That's what we started in the 70s, and we have continued with that. I think it's 95% of corn raised is for livestock, and they are all being, livestock needs to be out on grass and ground too. So really what it is diversity is what makes an ecological system very healthy. So if you have a small amount of animals, you have a small amount of this animal, that animal, you've got all sorts of your native grasses, you've got your vegetables, you got your bees over here. It's a balanced ecosystem, and you will see so much wildlife. We need bugs. Don't be spraying to get rid of the bugs. If they're there, try to think about what else we can help you with that too. What else can you plant so that those bugs go to that and the beneficial bugs go to where you need it? Because if you wipe out every bug, you're not going to have, first of all, a very healthy crop to feed your family.
And you're going to kill our bees. Now,
I know.
If people are interested in coming to see you guys and getting more information, where are you guys located?
So we are at Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road, and we are there 7 days a week. So Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4. Come see us. We'd love to talk to you.
Carrie, I love when you come in here, only because not only do you inspire me to try and maybe use my green thumb to plant something here and try and keep it alive, but also you teach so many people and from different places around not only Colorado, but our country, how important it is to save the bees, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate any help we can get out there, and we mean that. So thank you. Appreciate it.
You're the queen bee. You're the queen warrior bee. And we love it. We love having you here.
Thank you so much, Maddie. Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. Make sure that you check out Knapp Harvest down in Eagle, because they've got so many great tips and tricks on you helping the environment, but then they've also got delicious food and great knickknacks, and just everything that you could ever dream of in a farmer's market is all right there in one store. And I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get that farmer's market itch. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Are you ready to party like it's 1999? Make your plans now for the ultimate Après-Avon Beer Festival. Back in Avon, April 1st, starting at 1 p.m. Featuring rad tunes from Blink 90210 and jammy jams from Bandcamp. Plus unlimited beer, wine, spirits, and more. Tickets on sale now at avonbeerfest.com. Brought to you by the Town of Avon, Bighorn Toyota, CDOT Mustang, PSI Plumbing, Can Do MS, and Pazzo's Pizza. avonbeerfest.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Hey there, I'm Cece with Good Day Vail, and today you will be able to experience on our show how to find the best way for physical conditioning so that you can thrive in the mountains doing all the activities that you love to do. So stay tuned and watch Good Day Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. Cooler temperatures first thing this morning, 32 degrees. Warmer than we've been seeing in the past couple of days, though. 44 degrees is our high throughout the course of today. 60% chance of snowfall. Partly cloudy skies, a nice wintry mix taking place this afternoon. Slight breeze coming out of the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour, making that 44 degrees feel just a little bit cooler. Now we are expecting to see some sunshine throughout the course of this morning. Partly cloudy skies, so that sun peeking its way out, and then those showers starting into the later afternoon. Now we are going to see that wintry mix when those temperatures are still nice and warm out there. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in the Front Range, nice and warm, 68 degrees, beautiful sunshine down there. 44 in Vail, 44 in Avon, 48 in Eagle, 60% chance of precipitation throughout Eagle County along that I-70 corridor. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down, 17 degrees is our overnight low, 70% chance of snowfall, winds coming out of the west at 15 to 20 miles an hour overnight tonight. But now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow we've got some more snow showers coming our way, cooler temperatures, but then we are expecting to see that high pressure system make its way in by the weekend. So beautiful sunshine and warmer temperatures on Saturday and Sunday, and then we've got a nice little storm front moving in on Monday, bringing those cooler temperatures our way. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to this edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning for you. Every day. You can tune into Good Morning Vail for 2 hours, and make sure that you tune in tomorrow because a little birdie told me that there's going to be another great watch and win happening to go to the beer festival taking place in Avon, and the only way to do so is to watch and win. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Get out there and have a great day, everyone.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the Rockies.